Hello my friend, welcome back to Breakfast with Sergio. In this episode, I want to talk about should artists have a blog? Should artists have a blog of their own? Well, my friend, I'm super happy to be here with you today. It's a cold morning here in Chicago, but I'm very excited to be here. I have already some strawberries and some blueberries here on my plate, and my drink for the day, my decaf coffee. I don't drink caffeine, but it's decaf. So, my friends, today I'm actually I've been thinking today about the blogs, artist blogs. I have my own artist blog on my artist website, so I was doing some brainstorming ideas of what else I want to to cover on my blog, and I thought, wow, I think this will be a great topic to bring here to Breakfast with Sergio as I do my brainstorming, kind of share some of the things I have thought about, and then maybe you can also help me out and give me some more ideas of what type of content would be a great idea for an artist blog. So first of all, should artists have a blog? That's the kind of first question I want to answer. Should artists have a blog? Should you have a blog for your art, or for you as an artist, for your art studio? And of course, you know me, the answer is going to be yes, right? I'm all about content. I'm all about distribution of the content, content that's useful for people out there and for you as an artist. So the answer is yes. One of the reasons I think you should have a blog, one is because it provides more search engine, material when it's in your website. So you want to put your blog, your artist blog, on your website as part of your artist website, so that it continues to provide content for search engines. So search engine optimization, SEO. Search engines like to come back and index what's new on your website. So if the only thing that's new on your website is once in a while you add a new picture, a new artwork, well, there's not a whole lot of reasons why the search engine should keep your website relevant in the searches. So a blog, gives you a chance, an opportunity to continue add content that the search engines will continue to come and pick up, which is great. Also, if the content is good, when you share, you write something that another person might find that interesting, that person can share that post, and therefore, also help you bring more traffic to your website. So that's another reason why you should have a blog. A blog can help, increase the traffic to your website because you are continuing to bring fresh content. So it keeps people coming back. That's actually the second one I have here. Keeps people coming back to your website when you do that. Another one, the third reason I think you should have a blog, is because it gives you a voice as an artist. It gives you a forum, a voice where you can really express your ideas in a little bit more depth, in a little bit of a more controlled environment. It's not social media, where in social media, you post something, it's there, it's good, maybe people interact with it, but then, a couple days it'll be gone and forgotten. It's already there. It's already gone. It's really hard to search for content that you write in social media. So if you do it on a blog, it's always there. You can always find it. And a blog is searchable, and that makes it really, really an important part of that process of writing, which is not going to be gone and forgotten, but it's always going to be on your website. So those are three reasons why I think you should have a blog. Now, as I say that doesn't mean like, oh, Sergio, now you're now giving me all of a sudden something else to do, which I wasn't planning on doing. Now I got one more thing to do. Well, if you make it so it is fun and interesting for you, it doesn't have to be a burden. It's not something that you have to write every day, unless that's what you want. There are actually bloggers out there who write a post every day. Seth Godin, one of the biggest bloggers out there, has one of the biggest follows, and as a blogger, he has written many books, and he writes about marketing and so on, and he has a daily blog. So it's his practice to go in and write something. And sometimes I follow his blog. Sometimes his blog posts are only like 2-3 sentences, and that's it. It doesn't have to be a long story that you write every time. But it's up to you. And I think if you're going to go with the blog should be a reflection of who you are as an artist. It shouldn't follow what somebody else is or does. It has to be about what is it that you want to do, what you want to cover, so it's interesting for you. So that's actually what I was doing this morning, kind of writing down some ideas of what I want to do in my blog. Right now I have, in my artist website, I have my own blog there. If you go there, you will see it there. Normally what I've been doing in my blogs, I've been sharing kind of news of what's coming. I also do use it as a way to kind of document the process of my series. So if I have a new series of work and I, take photographs of that, of course I'm sharing them in social media, but I like that in my blog I can then capture them all at the end and then make them a blog post, and I just put like the process of making, boom, whatever piece or whatever series I was working on, and that's that. It documents the process of making each of my series, which I really enjoy doing, and I think it's a good practice. But that's just one thing that I've been doing, and so I'm thinking about what else can I do in my blog. So I wrote down some ideas, so I'm gonna share them with you. And if you have some ideas to share with me, just comment under the video. I would love to hear your ideas as well. So idea number one that I wrote, for example, here. Maybe a little bit of daily life, what the life of the artist's life, kind of like the joys and also the struggles of being an artist, right? I think for many people that's interesting, and also for me as an artist, a way to document the good things about being an artist and also the struggles of being an artist. Another one, number two, maybe inspirational ideas, maybe things that I read, quotes that I find, and I want to document for me as an artist. And then I think they could be useful for other people. I can make a blog post out of a couple of quotes that I find. Again, it doesn't have to be, when you think about a blog, sometimes you think like, oh geez, now I have to write this long story. I don't think it doesn't have to be like that. I think it could be a really nice post of just your favorite quotes, and then you write those down, you put them on a blog post, and then you share it in your website. Other people might find it useful, and they might also want to share it to other people, and who knows, it might become kind of viral in a way as well. Interviews with other artists. I know artists who have their own blog and who use it also to interview other people, and that is great. That is awesome. You can interview artists, you can interview collectors, you can interview other people in other industries, and what you don't want to do is send them like a list of 20 questions, make it really long, and like the person, when you send them like, hey, would you like to be in my blogs? The person says, yeah, and then all of a sudden they get like these 20 questioners, like, oh, like they're going to buy a house. Now, you should keep it short, maybe keep them like 4 or 5 questions that you send them out, and then so that they can answer them and then send them back to you, and then you publish them. That's a great thing you can do too, particularly maybe if you have trouble thinking about content for your blog, that's a great one. And that's one I put on my list here. Another one, it could be like educational content where you are educating the reader into something that you do as an artist. Maybe it could be on a book that you read that you're making a review out of that. It could be also a particular process that you use in your art, a particular idea that you're working with. So again, it becomes kind of an educational thing where you can say, 3 steps to something, 3 steps to prime a canvas, 3 steps to, for example, prepare for your morning routine, things of that nature. People love those things. I think also for you as an artist, writing those things down helps you process ideas, and that is wonderful. Also, there could be a post, which I wrote another one here, with an entertainment value. It might be kind of a fun post. Maybe you find some cartoon images that you think are really funny, and I think maybe other people might enjoy, and you want to document them too and have them in your in your blog post. You can do that as well. Ideas on process, that's another one I wrote here, kind of what I'm already doing with behind the scenes process of step by step how an artwork is made. I think that is a great way for people to see how art is made, right? If you want to really show people the value of art, sometimes you have to show them how it's made. What is the, people see the final product, the final image, the final work, but they don't see all that it took to make it. So again, these are just some ideas for my blog. This is what I have so far. So if you have some more ideas for content for blogs here, just share them with me, share them under the comments. I would love to hear from you. Thanks, my friend, for watching this video. Please share it with your friends. Share it with your friends. That will make me really excited. Follow me on Instagram, Sergio Gomez Projects, and I will see you in the next Breakfast with Sergio. Goodbye.